Let me ask you something and be honest about it. Have you ever dragged yourself out of bed at 5 a.m. in the morning, early morning, and stumbled into the kitchen in the dark, forced down some coffee or tea, and thought, why do I feel like a garbage right now? That kind of thought. And then you scroll through Instagram and see some influencers smiling at 4:57 a.m., meditating with a sunrise backdrop, and you think, what's wrong with me? Well, nothing is wrong with you. Nothing at all is wrong with you. The 5 a.m. club is one of the biggest scams productivity culture has ever sold us. And I'm not saying that to be provocative. I'm saying it because the science is overwhelmingly clear about that. Here is the thing nobody tells you. Your sleep-wake rhythm, your chronotype, is about 50% genetically determined. Just like you inherit your eye color or height, you largely inherit whether you are a morning person or a night owl. Being a night owl is no more a character flaw than having blue eyes instead of brown. Yet we have built this entire culture that glorifies early birds and shames everyone else. We label night owls lazy, undisciplined, lacking willpower, as if the sleep preference is a matter of choice, not a biological reality. It is not a choice, it's a biology. Yes. And here is where it gets really interesting. A massive 2024 study from Imperial College London looked at data from over 26,000 people. And guess what they found? Night owls consistently scored higher on cognitive tests, intelligence, reasoning, memory, than early risers. In fact, evening types scored about 13.5% higher than morning types in one group. The researchers put it bluntly. Morning types consistently showed the lowest cognitive scores. Let that data sink in. The people forcing themselves up at 5 a.m. are literally performing worse cognitively. Sleep expert Dr. Michael Bruce calls the 5 a.m. trend the stupidest thing I have heard in a long time. He says, if you are a night owl trying to wake up at 5 a.m., you will last a week and you will become self-defeated and depressed. And the health costs, it's scary stuff. Sleeping less than the recommended 7 to 9 hours increases cortisol levels and reduces glucose tolerance. Chronic sleep deprivation is linked to higher risks of cardiovascular disease, obesity, weakened immunity, and depression. And neuroscientists warn that forcing a 5 a.m. wake up can make you lose most of your REM sleep, the stage that happens later in the night and is crucial for memory, emotional regulation, and even the brain's cleansing process. Disturbed sleep patterns have even been linked to increased dementia risk. So let's reframe this. The goal is not to wake up at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. The goal is deep work. And deep work happens when you are aligned with your biology, not against it, not fighting it. If you are a night owl and about 15 to 20% of the population, your peak productivity is likely in the late afternoon or evening. So why are you forcing yourself to be useless at 9 a.m. just to prove that you are disciplined? Here is what I want you to do instead. Find your peak window. For instance, for my son and daughter, it's always been 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then again from 9 p.m. to past midnight, or even 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Going to bed at 4 a.m. Though for me, it's early, like 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. or 1 p.m. and then 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. For you, it might be different. Track your energy for a week. Notice when you feel sharp and fully energized. Then protect that window like your career depends on it, because it definitely does. And if you're a night owl stuck in a 9 to 5, have the conversation. Ask for flexibility. The data backs you up. Companies that embrace chronotype diversity maximize productivity, creativity, and well-being. Stop apologizing for your biology. Stop chasing someone else's morning routine. The world needs both early birds and night owls, but it doesn't need you exhausted, resentful, and performing below your potential just because some guru told you 5 a.m. is the only way to get salvation or sense of accomplishment. Work with your body, not against it. That's where the real deep work happens. Yes, that's where the real deep work happens. Well, this topic was little off the grid for me. I did little research and shared my thoughts with you after thorough analysis. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again next time with something new. Until then, good luck, goodbye, and of course, God bless.